Hello, 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 and welcome back to my channel here on Team Acne. Today, I'm gonna be giving you tips that you have never heard before about Accutane. This is my top 5 tips for Accutane, and if you followed the channel before, you might have seen that I've had other videos where I had top 10 lists of Accutane tips. You should definitely check those out, but these are all new, all fresh, and in the past, I took Accutane for 74 weeks, so I definitely have a lot of experience with it, and if you're gonna be jumping on Accutane, these are things that you need to know. So stick around for the very end for the most important tip. All right, starting off with tip number 1, you are going to have drier joints and more pain in your joints and in your bones than you did before. And this is because Accutane is a very, very strong drug that can dry you out heavily and can cause you to have drier joints and in general be more sensitive to pain. So I suggest as my number 1 tip to take joint supplements. So this would be like glucosamine chondroitin, which is a very, very useful one for people who have joint issues, or for people who, like, for example, do like powerlifting or like heavy weightlifting, or have jobs where they lift heavy weights. Glucosamine chondroitin helps heavily with your joints. And then also omega-3s. So I get my omega-3s from a plant-based source. You can also get omega-3s from seeds and nuts, but omega-3s help, kind of like in a layman's term, they help lubricate the joint. Now, number 2 is brace for an initial breakout. You might have heard that before, but I'll go a little bit more in depth with that. The cysts that you are facing right now are going to be bigger than they ever have before. So not only are you going to break out with more active acne, have more whiteheads, more blackheads, more cysts, and everything in general redness, but also you are going to have your cysts be at least 20, 30, 40% larger and more pressurized, and especially all of your acne on your face is going to be more painful. Prepare for this, because a lot of people I think that Accutane is going to immediately eliminate their acne. Things are going to be clearer than ever and things are going to get super easy. It's actually the opposite. You have to basically get ready to go to war, because you are going to, maybe if you have a new job or something like that and you just start taking Accutane, you're going to have to face a bunch of people that you don't know with acne that's getting worse over time, and in your head that's going to be very difficult to deal with. So brace yourself for that. The initial breakout period usually lasts for about 1 to 4 months depending on the person, and then Accutane will start to kick in and your acne will start to lessen, but in the beginning it'll get worse. Let me put my hair up. It's just going in my mouth like crazy right now. Okay, tip number 3 is stop using cleansers and products that are based on cleaning your face or eliminating your acne with chemicals, because while these can help a lot when you're not on Accutane, like for example, benzoyl peroxide or salicylic acid or exfoliations or chemical peels, all of that stuff, your face is going to be way, way too sensitive and way too delicate to use those things. And what's likely gonna happen is, 1, you're gonna increase the amount of redness on your face, which just makes everything look more severe and more active and like obvious, but also your face just literally can't handle that. So it's not good for your skin, because it is turning over skin cells quicker than usual, so that you don't have as much like of a resistance to those cleansers and harsh chemicals, because you don't have as much dead skin cells on your face. But also, in addition to that, these things are oftentimes the cause of your acne, Accutane or not. A lot of times cleansers irritate your face, and the irritation is what triggers your face to produce more oil, and while it's doing that, it can produce more acne. So when you're on Accutane, get away from all of the cleansers. You don't need them. You're taking the heaviest drug in the entire world for acne, so you just need to give it time. You just need to be patient. Now, number 4, does that mean that you shouldn't put anything on your face at all? Is there anything that would help? Well, I personally think that getting a moisturizer that has vitamin C in it and vitamin E in it is very important. Now, vitamin C has been shown in many studies to eliminate or reduce the amount of redness on your face. So during this time when Accutane is causing your acne to be more red and more active, it can be very helpful to have something fighting against that redness, helping even out your tone, as well as help collagen regrowth. And that's all very useful. And then vitamin E has been shown in a couple of trials. You can see in the last video, or a couple videos back, that I made a vitamins video. You can check that out for more information about this. But vitamin E has been shown to reduce acne, actually. So using it topically can actually reduce the amount of acne that you have. but vitamin E is not a cleanser or a chemical. Vitamin E is natural. It comes in the form of tocopherol, which is basically like an oil, and that way it can help your acne without actually causing any irritation. The one that I use is the vitamin C cream from Banish, which has vitamin C and vitamin E in their most potent forms. They make small batches every single week. That way everything is still potent, whereas a lot of other brands will keep their vitamin C products on the shelf for a year, and by that point vitamin C has the shelf life of it has degraded the vitamin C, so it's not as potent. You want to get it fresh. So if you want to use my code, you can use Brian5 for a discount. You go to banishbrian.com, put the link below. It's definitely the best one. That's why I suggest it. I never suggest anything on my channel that I don't personally use or personally believe in, so check that out. And finally, number 5, easier said than done, but stay positive, and do it by staying distracted. A lot of times we get really up in our head about acne, and those of us who are willing to do Accutane to get rid of our acne, obviously we want to get rid of it because we're tired of it or it's wearing on us. We've decided that we're ready to take a severe step to get rid of it, right? So I'm assuming that a lot of us are thinking about our acne very often and very actively. Well, if you can stay positive, obviously that's the best way you can live your life, but at least stay distracted. While I've told you before that the initial breakout period lasts for 1 to 4 months, it might be 7, 8, 9 months, 12 months longer until your acne is severely different than what it is right now, until you've had like kind of a transformation. So get distracted by doing something useful and fun, something that's good for you. You know, find a passion that you want to get into, like sports or music or playing an instrument or learning a language or anything, right? Having a passion to look forward to every single day will help you from the short-term, shallow thoughts of, like, what are people thinking about me right now, or what did that person say about me that hurt my feelings? That stuff is all real, but you shouldn't be putting your whole focus on those things. Instead, focus on longer term, bigger, important things that, in 10 years down the line, you're gonna be happy that you did it today. If you learn an instrument now, you're gonna know it when you're 30, 40, 50, 60, you know what I mean? But it's not gonna matter what Robert said to you at school the other day. So distract yourself, and also, I always encourage you to be as positive as possible and become as confident as possible and push yourself out of your comfort zone and go out and do things, right? Don't let yourself, lock yourself inside, watching Netflix and stuff and, avoiding people and not living your life. But this time I will say, if your acne is super severe and it's gonna get more severe and it is something that's really, really tough for you, then plan to do some things inside for a little bit more for the first couple of months. Maybe not, 7 days out of the week you're just staying inside on quarantine or anything like that, but maybe you're gonna learn that instrument and so you're gonna stay inside a little bit more, or you're gonna work on, that website or whatever, and it's gonna take a lot of your time indoors. In that way, you can stop focusing on your acne as much because you aren't, constantly being talked about your acne or told what to do with your acne or drink more water or wash your face or whatever. So that can be a good tip if that's the type of person you are, or if you're a social butterfly like me, then just force yourself out there and don't listen to people's insults and just live your life. So there you have it, my beautiful people. I wanted to give you 5 more tips about Accutane that aren't commonly discussed, but are very, very useful. I wanna hear your tips as well, so if you've taken Accutane, if you're on Accutane right now, if you have anything that you think would be useful for people, scrolling the comments, put them down there below. Like I said, check out Banish as the best acne and acne scarring products out there, so if you're dealing with acne scarring or redness, check those out. If you enjoyed the video, give it a big old thumbs up. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Remember, you are not alone, you are beautiful, and you're a part of Team Acne. I'll see you guys in the next video.